Good morning. Beowulf is an exploration development company with assets in Sweden and Finland. We're multi-commodity. Our flagship asset, Kallak, is a magnetite iron ore property north of the Arctic Circle. We have graphite exploration in Finland and base metals exploration in southern Sweden. Our focus is on developing assets and putting them into production and generating cash flow, but we're relatively unconstrained in our thinking about how we realize value from the assets in our portfolio. And unfortunately for the company, the Kallak asset has taken too much of my time in terms of permitting, and this year there's a refocus on M&A opportunities. We're cross-listed between London and Stockholm. We're 58% owned by Swedish shareholders, and really the Swedish market drives our liquidity. We're 100% retail. We have 6,000 individual shareholders in Sweden. And you can see the share price graph there, which is the fortunes of our permitting situation with Kallak over the last 3 years. We're a very small management team and board of directors. There are only 3 of us. Göran Fem joined the company at the end of October. He's extremely well politically connected in Sweden, and he was supposed to be the key that unlocked the door for us getting our Kallak permit towards the end of last year, and he still is critical to that process. Myself, I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I've worn a variety of hats, operations in the coal industry in the UK. I'm a mining engineering graduate from the Royal School of Mines. Also worked for Rio Tinto in their business evaluation department for 5 years, doing capital project reviews and M&A and strategy work. And then for the last 7 years or so, since leaving Rio, I've been involved in the junior space, and for the last 3 with Beowulf. And Chris Davies is an career exploration geologist who really complements the team in terms of our focus with some of our assets in Finland and also in southern Sweden. Really, I was brought into the company in late 2014 to execute a turnaround. The previous management and board left the company. We stabilized the business financially. We brought in a new auditor. We did lots of sensible things. And increasing confidence in the business has driven the shareholding in Sweden to over almost 60% now. But the focus has remained on the flagship project, the Kallak project, and getting that across the line in terms of an exploitation concession which gives you 25 years rights and is effectively a re-rating event for the company. And we've diversified the portfolio in terms of our base metals exploration and also graphite. The Kallak asset is 150 million tonnes indicated and inferred. It's relatively low grade in the ground, but it upgrades to a very nice product. We've got 2 parts of the Kallak asset. The Kallak North asset is what we're currently applying for an exploitation concession, and then the Kallak South asset is the exploration upside that you can see there. We're 4 to 5 years from production if we get the permit. As I said, we've done test work to prove that we can get a 71% iron content product, magnetite concentrate, which is theoretically pushing the boundaries of how much iron you can get in a magnetite concentrate. And really that gives us a spec sheet for attracting a strategic partner, which has always been the focus since I came into the company in late 2014, and we put out an upgraded resource statement at that time to attract somebody to come and work with us on this project. LKAB is the Swedish domestic champion for iron ore production, has been in the industry for a century. So they are the natural owner of this asset, but until we get the exploitation concession, all options remain open for developing the project. And then also we've got hematite in the deposit, so we can get a nice hematite product from that. We started a scoping study with SRK. I waited patiently to get the exploitation concession before initiating the scoping study, but we pushed the button on that last year just to put more pressure on the Swedish government to grant our concession, but we're still waiting. In Sweden as well, we have the exploration in Åtvidaberg. It was a license that got granted in May of 2016. It's a very interesting area that's been mined through the 1800s and 1900s. We this year did 3D modelling, as you can see there, of a syncline, and you're looking at the eastern limb, which has been quite heavily worked. What we found, though, is from mining records and geophysics, is that there are interesting targets at the base of the historic workings. The miners actually stopped in high-grade sphalerite and some copper ore. So there's a potential for mineralization to be found at depth below 350 meters, which will support a renewed mining effort. This is what the syncline looks like. It plunges to the northwest, and those are the targets in the ellipsoids there that you can see. So we've got both opportunities at depth, but also laterally to the east of the limb, and also got to take a closer look at the western limb, because there's no historic mining there, there's an intrusion, but we just need to better understand that. So that particular Bearsbow project will probably do 1,000 to 1,500 meters drilling starting sometime in Q2 this year. Early 2016, like a lot of junior miners, when there's no news flow on Kallak, we have to tell the market about something else that we're doing. So we bought a graphite business in Finland. I got a cracking exploration geologist who I wanted to come and work for the company, who joined us. And that gave us a portfolio of 5 to 6 projects, which we've really just been tickling in terms of investment in exploration. We've been turning over, so we handed one particular asset back to the mining inspectorate over there just recently, and we've put applications in for new assets. We focused last year on the Etelämpi prospect. There's a large EM anomaly which we drill tested. We did just under 1,200 meters of drilling. Same sort of idea as at Kallak is that we, as soon as we've got the material to test, we do the test work. So we did 2 programs last year. First one with SGS to concentrate grades of what we could get up to, and then latterly in the year we did market assessment. So we tested what we can use our graphite concentrates for in terms of end uses and market applications. The objectives over the next few months are to complete the drilling, do more test work, and then define a resource in the region of 4 to 5 million tons. That's the goal. This test work at the end of last year, it's all about supporting our idea of moving down the value chain as far as we can. You won't see in a Beowulf presentation how many factories Tesla's going to build. Like a lot of other graphite companies, we just try and understand exactly what we've got, what the resource is, what we can do with it in terms of processing, what products we can generate. It's all about getting into production and generating cash flow. So our graphites have got a number of different physical and chemical characteristics which make them comparable to Chinese graphite and also to a range of end markets, both the lower margin markets like foundries and refractories, but also the test work has shown that we can theoretically get up to battery grade, but we're not quite there yet. So in summary, as I explained before, my time in the last 12 months has been spent solely on getting the permit for our Kallak project, which is a re-rating event for the company. This year, me personally, is a renewed focus on M&A opportunities. We have great liquidity in our Swedish listing, which gives us a real opportunity to back a deal. And then we've got active exploration programs, both on our Etelämpi graphite prospect in Finland and also with our Ort Vidderberg program in southern Sweden. Thank you very much.